Hi, welcome to Analytics for All. In this lesson, we're going to be working with Microsoft SQL Server, and we're going to be really quick learning how to import Excel files into SQL Server. I'll have a link in the description down on my website here, analyticsforall.org, and this page right here, I've got these two are the Excel files below that you can download if you want to play along with me. And let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and pop open SQL Server. Let me go ahead and get a screen that you can actually see it. All right, so hopefully you're a little familiar with SQL Server. If not, I'll put a link in the description for I do kind of a walkthrough with SQL Server management video here. But we're going to go ahead and here, we're going to create a brand new database just for this. So if you don't have the rights to create a database, you can skip this step and just go into a database. If you do, just go ahead right up here. It's a simple thing to do. We're going to right click on databases, new database, using the wizard. Now you can do this using SQL. Let's get you introduced to the wizards too. It never hurts. We'll name this one SSRS training because I guess what I did in the write-up I did. You'll notice your log names already pick up, and if you went to look, you could even see the path for your log file, stuff like that. And these settings, where your data goes, stuff can all be set when you first install SQL Server. So go ahead, we're going to add it. Oops, remove, sorry, I didn't mean to add. Want to go up here to OK. Okay, so just OK. So if you hit add, hit remove right away. That was a mistake. All right, there we go. There's our database. You can click on it, open it up to tables, and you should see there will be nothing there but your standard system tables and stuff. All right, so for here, really simple. We've downloaded the files already. I'm going to right click. I'm going to go to tasks, and I'm going to go, oops, hold on. I got to reset the screen here so you can see what's going to happen. Sorry, be some rearranging just so you can watch the screen. But anyways, we right click on there. We go to tasks, and down here you'll see one. You'll see a couple. You'll see an import flat file. If you're importing a text file, a CSV, JSON, any of those types of things, you'll use that. Import data is limited to a couple sources. We're going to hit import data. It's going to come up in a wizard. Of course, the wizard came up on the wrong screen. I'll bring it over. Let me go get it. Whoops, where'd it go? Just lost it. There it is. All right, so there's our wizard. Once you're doing stuff, if you click on this, don't share this page again, it'll automatically skip that page for you. I just leave it up. So the first thing we want is the data source. So keep in mind, you always got to look at that way. Where do we want the data to come from? So the data source we're looking for. And we've got all kinds of network, flat file sources from the database, but we're going to pick Microsoft Excel because that's the file itself. And then we're going to go find our path, find our program, go to Browse. Mine is sitting in the downloads, and it should be something I just downloaded not too long ago. Let's go with jobs data set. We're going to open it up. And there they are. Note this first row has column names. That's in there to let you know you can that the first row is actually named for columns. You can bring it across. Okay. All right. There we go. So this happened, and I'm glad this happened. This is a ACE OLDB driver provider. You can go through. Maybe I'll make a video for this. There's a driver you can download and upload. The issue is this by default, for some reason, no matter which even newer version of SQL Server you have, it does not like the newer version of Excel, this XLSS thing. So we can try bringing it down, import it as that. It's probably going to error again. So what we got to do now is the old school fix of actually going in to our file and opening it up. Hold on. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Now, I will say if you go through and you actually download that driver, you'll be able to install XLSS, no problem. But I don't feel like doing that right now, and I don't really want to kill the video. So let's pause for a second while this loads. Now, one thing I did do while I was paused was I got rid of that window because sometimes when Microsoft sees this is files being opened and used by something else, it causes issues. So just go ahead and close that window. We'll go back into it. Let's enable editing. Okay. And sorry. Sorry, I lost it somewhere. Ah. All right, so there it is. You're going to go up here, go to File, and you're going to save as, and just keep it in the same location. What you want to change is you want to change this to Excel 1997 2003, not the template. You want the one, this one right here, workbook. So XLS basically. You got to get rid of the X at the end. So just save it that way. Close it out now and go back in here, and we will right click again, tasks. Import data. So go ahead, ignore that. Our source is going to be Microsoft Excel. We're going to browse. Grab the newest one I did, the XLS one. Just say open. First row has column names, which I do. Go next. Where do I want to put it? I want to send it to SQL Server. So I'm going to go down here. I'm going to look for the SQL Server native client. Now, depending on your install, you may see more than one number here. I would just go for the highest number you have. That will give you your server name, which should match your server name up in the corner. And the database. This is the database we're in. If you wanted to put it in a different database here, you could do right there. And you could just click on it or put a new one. But I'm fine with one I have, so I'm just going to hit next. Now you get this screen of copying data from one or more tables or write a query. This I've only resorted to when it's very specific issues. Otherwise, just use the copy data. Let's let Microsoft do its thing. Come over, and you're going to see sheet. You're bringing it over from sheet. I'm going to rename this because this will be the name of the table right here. So I'm just going to go in here, and I'm going to call this job description. Let's call it job description. Job description. And you can go here, you can look, you can edit mappings, and this will show you that these are the columns you've got, and this is what they think they are. You know, they've already given them values, float, hours. You can preview, see your data here. All right. So we'll go ahead. Those are all good. We're just going to hit next. Run immediately. I don't need to save this as a package. SSIS is a SQL Server integration package system, which we don't need to worry about. This is a system used for like ETL tools stuff. We're not worrying about that right now. So we're just going to go next. Click finish, and it should go through this little thing here. And this should be relatively quick, so it's a smaller file. Looks through. You're good. 147 rows transfer. Let you go through. If anything went wrong, this would have errored out. You'd have gotten a red error and it would have told you all kinds of problems. Maybe I'll make some videos with some errors so you can see those. We'll go ahead. We'll close that out. And now if we just go ahead and we create a new query and pick our database. Now you can pick your database up here from the dropdown if you want. I always tell my students that take a couple seconds to just do this. Just write it up here, use, put a semicolon. No matter when you run this, it knows exactly what database you're going to see. We want to see select star from job description. Always remember also, by default, SQL Server is case insensitive, so it doesn't really care. But I run that, and there you go. I get my jobs. Now there you go. So the data is loaded. So that's it. It's just following a simple wizard. It's in there, quick and easy to do. Again, this was installing, or not installing, this was loading an Excel file into SQL Server. And I'll look forward to seeing you again in the future. Thank you very much.